So it's like how they cold calling and, creating emails and templates and DMing people on LinkedIn. And where there's this element of, but nobody's getting back to me. Like, I really crafted this email. Like, I gave a great opener on my cold call. And I'm like, you have to kind of let go of the expectation. Just because you've done something really well, people don't have to respond. People don't have
Yeah.
to get back to you. But they're like, yeah, but I messaged them and like, this is what we do in our industry, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what you do, but that doesn't mean people have to buy from you or people have to listen to you.
Yeah.
But it's learning the art of how do you connect on a human experience? How do you get somebody interested? How do you not come across as salesy, but genuine? That's the bit that nobody really teaches you in sales training per se. And that's, like you said, you just have to experience it and go through it. Because like I sometimes look at some of my old prospecting emails. I've got like some of them in my LinkedIn DMs from like 2012, and I look at it, I was like, dude, what the hell were you doing, bro? You were sending like an essay to like CEO. Some booked, some did.
Yeah.
Back then it worked. But I was like, I was training this person the other day on how to send LinkedIn DMs, and I said, the analogy that I use is, Joel, if I send you an email from my inbox, that's kind of like the office. It's prim, it's proper, it's articulated, grammar, punctuation is all clean. And then, sometimes what I used to do was if I didn't get a response in email, I would copy that email into a LinkedIn DM and then send that with a hope. But, most 9 times out of 10 people wouldn't reply. And I was saying to this person, I said, well, if inbox is the office, then LinkedIn is the water cooler. That's where people go to chat and procrastinate and gossip and doom scroll. So why would somebody want to see the office in their LinkedIn cooler DM? So we'd like say making it short, snappy, kind of like a WhatsApp message. And then the person said, yeah, it's a little bit more casual. And then I showed him all the replies and I said, so here's an example of Neil's. I reached out to a guy called Peter, who's a CEO. Can't say the name of the company. But I showed him like the original DM I sent him in 2012, and it's like this long. It's like 3 paragraphs long. And then 5 years later, I sent Pete another DM, very like a WhatsApp. Hi, Pete. How you doing, dude? How's life? How's the family? What's going on in business at company? Very short. And he just responded, and the CEO just responded with these long paragraphs. Neil, good to catch up with you. And I said, look at the difference, right? But I said back then as an SDR, I didn't know. But then I had to go through and understand people buy from people that understand them. But these are the things where, so sorry, I'm harping on. The point is, just because we do something great after our training, it's like kind of getting the degree, right? You get the degree, you get all the theoretical things and the frameworks and how to practically like put things together, but it's going out into the world and then actually interacting with people and doing it practically day to day.